The autopsy on the body of 17-year-old Chassidy Charlie of Burns Lake has been completed. However, Sergeant Robert Vermeulen says the results are not being released to the public at this time.
The autopsy was conducted on Monday, January the 31st, and that has determined the cause of death. It's not something that we're releasing at this time, what the cause of death is, but I can tell you that this is now a homicide investigation.
Vermeulen adds police believe this to be an isolated incident and not a random act. Her mother, Geraldine Charlie, says she was the one who found her daughter last week in their home on Uncha Mountain Road.
She was laying on the kitchen floor as soon as I walked in, and she was on the floor in the kitchen laying on her back, straight, with her legs straight, and her arms was a little over her head, and she was burnt from the face up. Half of her hair is burnt off.
A funeral and celebration of life service will be held for Chassidy this Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Grassy Plains School. It will be followed by interment at the Grassy Plains Cemetery. A dinner will also take place, as well as a loonie auction, truck auction, and a lottery board to help the family. Chassidy Charlie is the third young woman to be murdered in northern BC in recent months. 36-year-old Cynthia Moss of Prince George and 15-year-old Lauren Dawn Leslie of Fraser Lake were added to the growing list of murdered women this past fall. Elsewhere in BC, the death of 18-year-old Taisha Jones in Duncan was ruled a homicide this week. Tracy Porteous, Executive Director of the Ending Violence Association of BC, is asking when enough is enough before serious action is taken to address violence against women.
If this many people were dying due to airplane crashes or influenza in this province, I think we would have national action. We'd probably see the Centre for Disease Control or the National Aviation Board, swooping into BC with the numerous policy analysts and investigators trying to figure out what's happening. But for crimes against women, we don't even have an office that's responsible.
Porteous is calling for a comprehensive public education campaign in schools to address issues of violence. She says we need to change the whole culture to encourage more people to speak out against violence they witness or experience.